This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
I found this great place to stay this weekend.
Click on the link and book it.
Oh, wow. McAfee alerted me that this site is fake and even blocked it.
Cyber criminals create fake sites to steal your passwords and financial data. McAfee identifies and blocks these sites to keep you safer online, so you can book your trip without worry. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
This episode is brought to you by NBA on Prime. This Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern, it's the Emirates NBA Cup Championship game on Prime. This year's quest for the Cup has been building to this, the championship game, live from Las Vegas. Not a Prime member? Sign up for a 30-day free trial to get started today. The Emirates NBA Cup Championship game, this Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern, only on Prime. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 to this episode because I might not be able to cover everything. I'm going to try to cover everything that I possibly can for this episode, but I feel like a lot of you guys, if you are interested in the drama between me and Just a Robot, more so on a serious note of this podcast episode, I mean, it's just more so of a story time. I mean, it ain't like I'm going to be getting emotional and crap like that. No, I just overall wanted to tell you guys, I guess, like, for those that were wondering, like, what was it like for me going through all of that stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to, like, put in my card information to buy these 2 games on Steam. So if I sound a little distracted, I do apologize. But yeah, let me type up this stuff real quick because it's occupying a little bit of my brain that I didn't think I was going to. It wasn't going to occupy that much, but I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to type up information. I'm out here putting in the wrong states and stuff. Done put the wrong state in again. I'm like, man, you know, I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing and stuff. Okay, hold on. Let me type up that. Okay, we are good. All right, but no, overall though, I wanted to kind of tell you guys my side of the story of what I was dealing with during that time frame of 2016 and 2020 because no, man, like it was intense at times. Like I feel like some people might not know, or I guess like they just know that me and him, we got into it, but it wasn't like, no, we were constantly throwing shots at each other. I would have to say, for the most part, every time when I made a video talking about those guys from 2016 to 2020, it was, well, I would say more so 2016 to 2019. 2020 is when I was like, you know what? I give up on this crap. I'm going to focus on myself. I ain't got time to be out here trying to defend myself and try to, you know, tell my side of the story and all that. You know, I guess I never really had cared about, at the time being, I ain't really care about it because I'm like the only people that are watching this is his fans, you know. But now that I know that there's other people on the outside looking in, and they're all like, hey, what was it like for you going through that crap? And it's weird to say, but like, I guess some people would describe it as like, nah, like you were a victim of his crap and things. Like, nah, it's like you didn't deserve that. And fam, the amount of times that I have heard that throughout like this past year, I dropped a water bottle, but anyways. But no, this like just overall like this past year of hearing that I didn't deserve the crap that Just a Robot put me through, it makes me like wonder and think about it, and then it's like I come with that conclusion that I'm like, you know what? Nah, these people are right. I didn't deserve the crap that I was going through, because I mean, it wasn't like it was okay, it stopped for a little bit and then it kept going, stopped for a little bit, kept going. No, it was every single day. It wasn't like, no, okay, like I can escape it right at this moment. I can, like, no. Every single day I was dealing with Just a Robot and his fans, more so his fans. But anyways, yeah, like just overall getting straight into this episode. It might seem rushed because I'm trying to stream here in a moment. But anyways, so 2016 is when the drama had kicked off. I think a lot of you guys already know that, but it was like early 2016. I would have to say when the hate surrounding my name, that started more so in late 2016, because he was trying to come to my channel and I guess promote the fact that he was going to be making a Minnesota Boy video. He didn't outright come out and say it, but just based on what because the conversation was overall about Minnesota Boy. That was a YouTuber that I was getting into it with, but he wanted, and he even mentioned that in a video, that he thought that we could get along with each other because I had said that black people can be racist, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm not going to be cool with you because we agree on one thing. Let's just get that straight right now. I'm like, that there's a lot of things that we most likely will agree on. I'm not going to be cool with you. So I don't know what gave you that idea that there could have been something, I guess, like a friendship or a partnership between us. That wouldn't have happened under any circumstances. I'm like, nah, bro, you do your thing and I do my thing. And that was the main thing that I was always trying to promote. More so, it's like, if you don't like my content, fam, I'm not going to change my content because you don't like it. That's you that doesn't like my content. That ain't the thousands of people at the time, because I think I had like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'm like, do you think I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing because you don't like my content? That don't even make no sense. So I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not going to change my content because you don't like it. That's weird. I'm like, it's just, to me, because my thing is this. Do you think he would have, like, it's funny how he always tried to hit me with some quote unquote actual factuals, but when you try to flip that same stuff back on him, it was like, oh no, that's an invalid argument. That's not going to work. That's not going to, because there's a lot of different things that you could criticize about his content. Do you think he's going to change what he would, like, fam, he even came out and said that he was going to change his content. And what did he do? He got right back into drama because he doesn't want to change. The thing is this. He doesn't have a legitimate reason to change. He doesn't look at it as like, oh, I did something wrong, I need to change. I think when he does something wrong to himself, when he realizes that he's being affected by the crap that he done put himself through, like he's his own worst enemy, then I think that's when he'll come to the conclusion that he needs to change. But until then, yeah, no, he's not going to change under any circumstances. But anyways, getting back to that night in December. So he comes to my channel. He's trying to, I guess, overall get me to be in partnership with him on this Minnesota Boy video. I declined. Next thing you know, every single day, and that was the crazy thing about it, was like he wanted, I guess, somebody to pretty much bow down to him. He looked at it as like, oh, everybody else that I came across, they bowed down to me, so now it's your turn, TMossBoss. That's not going to happen. I'm not a bowing down to people type person. That's not who I am. So I don't know why you overall thought that, oh, because it's work with other people, it got to work with him. No, it doesn't work like that, But anyways, he got mad over the fact that I didn't want to be cool with them. So that's when he played the victim card. And then he did, I can't remember what video it was, but whatever video came out after December 2016, that was the video that kicked off all of the drama and crap. And so I couldn't escape it. I mean, it was like anytime when I talked on something serious, anytime when I wanted to promote one of my friends and either their YouTube channel, because I did kind of get into Twitch streaming, but I was more so just watching people and stuff. Anytime when I wanted to promote a streamer, it was nonstop. It got to the point where the streamers that I was shouting out, they were getting hate. Like, there was a time, I remember there was this one streamer that I used to be cool with. Because I haven't talked to her. It's been, because I'm trying to think. She joined my stream not too long ago. I just don't remember if it was like earlier this year or if it was, I think it might have been earlier this year. Anyways, there is this streamer. If you guys have been a long time subscriber of me, like if you've been subscribed since like 2015, 2016, then you most likely know who I'm talking about. But there's this streamer named Dibs on Deja, and she used to play a lot of Destiny. And so anyways, I remember there was a time where I joined her stream and she was all like, yeah, this guy came to my stream and he was like talking bad about you and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, why does like my friends gotta get affected by this? I'm like, this is my own drama. What does my friends gotta do with this and stuff? So yeah, my friends, they were getting affected by it. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was another person, but it's like there's no names like ringing a bell. The only one I'm just gonna say for now, it was dibs on Deja. But anyways, and then then it was obviously the situation with my friend that got shot and killed on New Year's Eve. For some reason, Just a Robot felt like he needed to criticize me on that. And that was like the one thing that him and his fans were so big on, was me accepting their criticism. And I'm like, I'm not going to accept your criticism on, I guess, like you trying to criticize me on how I'm processing my friend's death. That's not something that you criticize. Like, I'm trying to, that's something that, you know, when it was brought to my attention that he had included that, like when I was talking about that in one of my videos, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why did you feel like that was something to talk on? Like, out of all the different things you could have talked on about me. And that's how I knew, like, I think he was trying to do anything that he possibly could to upset me, and he realized that I was a hard person to upset. I'm like, fam, I'm not going to get upset over some internet drama. You don't like my videos. I understand that. I know that. But what you're trying to do is change my content so you can now like the videos. That's not gonna happen. I don't know why you thought that was a thing, but I'm like, for as long as I think I've been a content creator a lot longer than he has. So I came from a different cloth of content creating. There was never a time when at least during my time of getting into content creation, there was never a time where I seen a creator change their content because somebody, they didn't like it. That's something I've never heard of before. So it trips me out that he thought that would work with me. And then, yeah, he was like, and if it doesn't, you're pretty much just going to get nonstop hate and drama. And he might not ever come out and admit to that, but his fans have came out and admit to that. I remember comments of his fans saying, if you don't apologize to Just a Robot and accept his advice, then we're just going to continue on with the hate and the drama, or then the dislikes and the hate comments and stuff. And yeah, and then it's like with the dislikes, because I was like, it's just saying that word. If the funny thing is, it's not in a way where I'm like traumatized, like I'm afraid of uploading videos, but anytime when I mention dislikes, I always think about what like the dislikes that I was dealing with. Because I mean, it was every video that was uploaded from that point when he uploaded his video all the way up until maybe it was like April, or whenever I had started reacting to McNasty. So that was like probably like maybe April, like April. It's like March or April. I think it might have been April. But yeah, when I had started reacting to McNasty, that's when my channel had started blowing up, and I kind of, got put into a crowd. Because for the longest, like, I was kind of I was a rogue agent. Like, I guess, like, if I don't know, like, why I had used rogue agent out of so many different ways, but I wasn't a part of no communities. I couldn't be a part of no communities. The thing is this. When you add that up, like, and you see how frequent I upload, like, there's days where I might upload one video, there's days where I might upload 3 videos, 5 videos, 10 videos. I upload a lot. So when you sit down and you think about that, thousands of videos being uploaded, and every single video is being rated with dislikes and hate comments, that's going to add up. And then on top of that, when you have it where besides Just a Robot, now you including his fans, where they're also making hate videos on me. So he's making hate videos. Those are the ones getting the most amount of views. I wouldn't say that them views are legit, but it's a hearsay thing, like at the end of the day, we don't know if his views are legit, because I find it strange how there's videos that he done uploaded about me that got almost 300,000 views, and I'm like, the way that you guys have described me, I'm not an entertaining content creator. My videos are far below in the algorithm. My videos are still getting affected by that. That's one of those things. I don't know if my full-length videos, like, I think it's going to take a video, and that's what I'm hoping and praying for, is that there's a video that I upload on my, like, the full-length videos, where it just skyrockets my channel, and then it puts my other videos in, good graces and stuff. Because, nah, man, like, just, you think about it, thousands. I probably done from 2016 to 2020. I probably uploaded thousands of videos. I can't give you guys an exact number, but it's definitely one of those things where I'm like it's probably in the thousands, you know, maybe like a low thousands, maybe a high, I wouldn't say like, no, 10,000 video, but it probably is definitely over 1,000 videos. So when you sit down and you think about all those different videos, just getting hate, like just, but like rated with, dislikes and, you know, hate comments and stuff. I mean, it was bad. It was pretty bad and stuff. Hold on for 1 second, guys. I will be right back. I just gotta do some things real quick. All right, I'm back. I just had to go live on Twitch real quick. They can't hear this conversation, but no, because I figure out how to like rig my headset microphone with Streamlabs, and so now I'm using my HyperX Quadcast to do the podcast episode and stuff. But anyways, getting back to what I was originally talking about and things. So, but no, overall though, anytime when I had uploaded a video, it was just nonstop, and so that was another thing, was that it was either, because people probably asked that question, do you think it was somebody creating multiple accounts, or do you think it was somebody using a bot to do that to your videos and stuff? Because all the videos, so I actually had made a playlist, and if you guys, hold on for a second, let me see if I can find that playlist, because it'll probably showcase how many videos that was affected by that and stuff. But let's see, playlist. Videos that were disliked by it. Videos, dang, it was only 925. Oh, I think that's because there was some videos I had to delete and stuff. So yeah, it was over 1,000, but I think over the time of me having to delete videos because of like YouTube being weird with their the guideline strike system, it was because I remember it was in 2021 I had to take down, it was well over 200 videos, and most of those videos were back then and stuff. But anyways, regardless, still 925 videos, that's a lot. You know, like, that's a lot of different videos that are affected by dislikes. And I'm like, and it probably, because I think there was some videos that I didn't include in that playlist that had more likes than dislikes because they were popular videos, but at the same time, like, those were videos that were just randomly getting disliked. And so that's one thing that they would do too, is that when a video was doing well on my channel, they will like mess up the not the algorithm, but the likes and dislike ratio. So if they see, like, so let's say I upload a video gets like 1,000 views, it gets 100 likes, they would make sure that the video had more dislikes than likes. And that was every time. So unless it was a video that really is like, it was getting like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of views, yeah, they had, they wouldn't mess with those videos. But if it was videos where it was like, you know, like it was just kind of like a random video being uploaded to my channel, it was those videos, they would just get rated with dislikes and hate comments and stuff. So, and I mean, the hate comments, it would range from talking about my appearance, talking about my race. What else? I think there was even there was a time, because it had went over to like other social media accounts too, and that was, you know, and I think now that I'm like, okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm probably gonna have to do a part 2, but I'm like, you know what, I'm here now, let's just go ahead and knock this episode out and not have to do no part 2 and all that stuff. But anyways, but no, I remember on Instagram one incident in particular. So there was a day where Instagram had they have like a memories. I don't think they still do that memory stuff, but they used to have like this memories thing where they would let you know of like stories that you had posted from some time ago. So there was a post, because that same year when my the childhood friend that had died on New Year's Eve, a month before that, my grandfather had passed away. So on top of dealing with that, I'm dealing with now my friend, and I'm like, dang, man, you know, it was a very depressing time. I'm gonna say that much. And then a few months later, I lose my other grandfather. So yes, it was very depressing and stressful. Like, I'm honestly surprised that I made it, because it's like I'm dealing with that, I'm dealing with work, and then deaths, and I'm like, bro, I needed me a break. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I needed a break. I needed just some mental days and things. So, but anyways,
Jason, Disney asked me to do this podcast thing. I need some advice.
You've got to have banger guests.
Walker and Leah.
Daniel Deemer.
Tim Simons.
Adam Copeland.
You're the one asking the questions.
How? Why?
And they better answer.
I don't know anything.
Epic.
This season is just makeup.
Quest.
I'm Arian Samhadri. Welcome to the Percy Jackson and the Olympians official podcast.
Available wherever you get your podcasts. And watch season 2 of Percy Jackson streaming now on Disney Plus and Hulu. Learn more at disneyplus.com/whatson.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is the best thing ever. It's even better than pop music. You look just as natural enjoying us at age 13 as you do 55. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
What was I getting ready to say? I was getting ready to say something. It just completely slipped my mind. Oh, no. So the Instagram. So, yeah, I was like, okay, I remember now. So the Instagram post. So there was a day when Instagram had recommended a picture of my grandfather at his wedding. And so, yeah, before he had passed, he got married. And, yeah, there was this picture that I think I still have that picture, too. But it put me in a position where I'm like, I can no longer post my family on the social media and stuff. So if you, like, go to my social media accounts, I don't have no pictures of, like, my family and things. Like, that's something where I'm like, if so, then it's like, it's going to definitely be some, like, you know, if a post I forgot to take down. But, no, overall, though, so I reposted the picture, and I was like, and it was clear as day, what I had said in that picture. I made it known that my grandfather was no longer here with us. One of Just the Robots fans had, because Instagram, I guess, like, for those that don't really use Instagram, they have this thing where when you post a story, if you swipe up, there's all these different emojis that you can use to react to the post and stuff. And so that's what one of his fans had did, was use the laughing emoji to react to the post. And like I said, it was made clear in that post that my grandfather had passed. So what I'm trying to figure out is, how does this fan not know that? I would imagine they know how to read. I would imagine that they know what I'm talking about. So that's one of those things where I'm like, you know, when they try to get on me about stuff and then they try to, like, say, oh, you did this, you did that. I'm like, fam, y'all was doing some crazy stuff too. I'm saying, like, and then that was on Instagram, but then on Twitter there was an incident. I probably can think of some more, but I'm just gonna name these two particular, the Instagram incident and then the Twitter incident, where one of his fans, so I can't remember what the beginning of the tweets were, but I do remember them calling me a monkey. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, you have to, I can't remember what year it was. It probably was either 2017, 2018, but either way, I'm like, we're in a day and age where we know that monkey is used as a racist, derogatory term towards black people. How do you not know that? So I got on them about that. I'm like, you know, that's racist, right? I'm like, so I'm thinking to myself, you guys have been like, oh, like, cause I would call them racist for some of the stuff that they would say and do. And I'm like, yeah, that to me, with you guys, I'm like, nah, your motives behind this, it ain't about criticism or anything else. No, it's because I'm a black man on the internet and y'all don't like it. All right. But anyways, and they can say, oh, you always play the race game. Okay, my thing is this. Then prove to me that you guys are not racist. That's what I would like to know. Prove to me that you guys are not racist. I'm not going to give you guys the blueprints on how to figure that out. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to figure it out, because y'all ain't racist, right? So prove to me that you guys aren't racist. You come up with your own master plan of how you can prove to me and make me believe that you guys are not racist. Because as far as I see it, where there's numerous people saying that y'all are racist, when I got evidence showcasing that you guys is racist, and when the man himself, Just a Robot, he done came out and then said some racist things off camera and on camera. Yeah, nah, bro, y'all ain't going, you ain't got me convinced. But so anyways, so the guy had tweeted out to me about some random crap, called me a monkey. And I got on him. I'm like, you know, that I was like, that's racist. And he was all like, it's not racist. I call my black friends a monkey all the time. I'm like, okay, so you're being racist to your friends. What kind of argument is that? That just doesn't even make any sense to me to say some stuff like that. So anyways, he says that. And then we kind of was just going back and forth and stuff. And then that's when I had said to them, I'm like, okay, if you want to prove to me that that's not racist, because I seen that he was in New York. I'm like, go to Harlem, go to Brooklyn, go to areas where there's a lot of black people and you have that same energy that you got on Twitter and have it in front of them and stuff. Please do so and record it too, because I would love to see how that goes down. And then he responds back talking about, why do you always think that black people are going to have a violent interaction if there's something racist being said to them? Because that is what black people do, okay? Especially in areas where it's like, yeah, you go to like Bed-Stuy, Harlem, Brooklyn. I'm trying to think of some other areas out there where they got some black people in New York. Yeah, you go out there and try having that same energy with some Crips or Bloods or somebody. I guarantee and I promise you are going to find yourself at a is David Duke still alive? If he's not no longer here on Earth, then I'm like, yeah, you gonna find at least you gonna find yourself with some of the KKK members there no longer here with us. And yeah, you gonna be looking up to us. You ain't gonna be looking down. So anyways, but nah, man, it's one of those things where I'm like, I sit down and I think of it and I'm like, nah, man, like I really was a victim to Just the Robots games. Like he really played games with people's careers and stuff. So like, and I guess like if people is like, if I had any motive, I guess for the videos that I've been doing and the jokes that I've been cracking and all that stuff, what is the motive? He tried to ruin my career. And that's one of those things where I'm like, he might not like, oh, I wasn't trying to ruin your career, but you did though. Like you tried to. Like I ain't gonna say you did ruin my career, but you tried to ruin my career. The thing is this, you don't put out the videos that you were putting out and don't mean nothing behind it. I don't believe that. That's one of those things where I'm like, you might have somebody else convinced of that, but my thing is this, anybody with a logical brain inside of their dome, they will overall know that you had bad intentions with the videos that you was putting out on people. And so, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, he's not going to ever come out and admit to, the stuff that he done put people through. But it's one of those things where I'm like, as long as people know, they hear my side of the story, because that's one of those things where I'm like, it's crazy because I just remember where it's like, people telling their stories on certain situations. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why did they wait so long? And then when you see why, then I'm like, and then just kind of go through it yourself. And I'm like, I now see why they're doing what they're doing. So I'm like, yeah, it makes the most amount of sense to me now why they're doing what they're doing and stuff. So it's like, because ain't nobody gonna believe them when them individuals is in their prime. So like, but yeah, I'm like, when they start falling off, and then now it's like the microphone is pulled away from them, now it's being put on somebody else, and now these people can speak. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, well, now it's my turn, and I'm gonna say what I need to say, and I ain't gonna hold back on what I need to say. So. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.